So 3 miles down, 1 to go. I woke up this morning, realized it was Sabbath, it was Saturday, and church was 4 miles away. I'm here in Prescott, Arizona. Monday, I meet up with you, Archer, and or I go to court to see what the next steps are. I'm very excited. I just want to tell you, Marla, if you're watching this, that I feel really responsible for how this has all ended up. If I would have found you sooner or went to court sooner, something to avoid this, but I'm thinking that it all came to fruition because it's time for me to be in Archer's life. He needs me now more than ever, and this place is perfect to raise Archer. I didn't want him growing up in California or San Diego. 10 miles from the Mexican border. So, when I get to church, I'm going to ask them for help, and I'm going to ask them for counseling or some kind of Bible lessons, because I've realized that as humans, we have all continually doubted ourselves and doubted each other, tested each other, and scrutinized and judged each other, and it's time for that to end. I've spent the last 5 years working on everything I did wrong, and I've contemplated what would be the alternative. What would be the... Sorry, I'm leaving this message during traffic, but I just think that I need to say what I need to say, or otherwise no one's ever gonna know. No one's gonna... I'm rambling. Oh, my feet are killing me. Actually, I had a heat stroke earlier. My nose started bleeding. I called the church. No one answered. I thought to myself, well, we're a community that strives on bringing people to the Lord, but the one day that's the most important, we can't be available to answer the phone or have a number to contact someone for a ride. So I'm going to try to work on that and get a program together for people that need rides, that are visiting, that are coming into town. They can go to the website and they can say, hey, there's my ride to church. There's my ride. So, yeah. Besides all that, please, Marla, don't go anywhere. Don't give up on Archer. If you want him to stay with your dad, and if you want him to be, supervised while I visit and reunite with him, that's perfect. That's very perfect. This is exactly how things needed to be in order for everything to work out. We really do have to just trust in God and ask for help. Don't be ashamed or too shy, or don't listen to the people that stigmatize mental illness. Or see, this would never happen in communities where everyone pitches in and helps raise a child. What do they say? It takes a tribe to raise a child. Well, Marla, here's your tribe. You have your father, you have your son's father, you have you, and now we have the social services to accommodate all this. The only thing we have to fear is definitely just fear itself. Out of all the things that I've seen and witnessed in the last 5 years, while paying attention to other families, both functioning and healthy, and both, dysfunctioning and falling apart, and the kids are happy. When the kids are happy, it doesn't matter. I was thinking earlier today, that raising a family or raising a child is kind of like cooking a 4-course dinner. Now, it's going to be very challenging. But ultimately, if you don't walk away from the food, if you stay focused, if you stay present, if you keep stirring and you're dedicated, the food doesn't burn. It can't burn if you're stirring it. You will see it burn. And I'm not a good chef. I just know that when I go sit down to watch Netflix, it doesn't matter if it's 2 minutes. The food always messes up. And also I've been thinking, Marla, that if a large part of this is that you don't have the passion anymore, or you can't find the energy or find the love, the joy. Basically, a sensitive person, I've been told, is like an angel with broken wings. And it takes love to fly. I wonder when I get to court, how many women in that courtroom have experienced having to raise their children all alone, even if their husband's present, even if they have other family members, they still feel all alone. That's one of the reasons I don't really like cooking. I feel all alone. So we need a group effort here. Co-parenting. This is not the easiest to try to think of everything at one time while walking, but it's a good start. Maybe after this gets settled, or after we get this stabilized, we can spend some time together, Marla, and maybe go get some dinner or go sit out by a lake and just give me the opportunity to show you what the new Ruskin, the Ruskin that you fell in love with, your best friend Ruskin. I'll go watch Archer's YouTube channel, or just meet me at the lake and we'll look at all the pictures that I collected. Everything in every photo, it shows pure, genuine love and admiration for each other. I feel like someone has. I was thinking about that actually, how when a female goes to a domestic violence shelter, they are not one bit promoting reuniting with the I'm getting tired. Reuniting with the father or the husband or the spouse or the ex is not on their mind. They are actually preaching the exact opposite. You have to be strong. You have to get over him. You need to leave him for good. He is a bad person, because what they do is they ask questions, and the questions are leading. They're looking for domestic violence. They're looking, and rightly so, because consider how many women go back. The domestic violence services are not designed to repair relationships. So this means, Marla, that you never got the opportunity to hear anyone suggest maybe the father should see his son, or maybe the other way around. Maybe Archer really does need his father. Maybe Ruskin was struggling through mental illness and now he's better. Maybe he's getting therapy right now. Anything to promote what you know has been right all along. If I could just press pause on time and take a moment to just relax and do all the amazing things here in Arizona that Archie would love to go do, I'm sure. I'm so happy that he's with your grandfather, your father, but he's not really young enough to raise them for too long. It would be amazing to live near your father or to rent a spot on his land and to work for him and help him build things and teach Archer all the wonderful, manly, all the things that manly men like to do, whatever that might be: mechanics, horse riding, carpentry, playing guitar. So yeah, I never gave up dreaming. I will never give up dreaming. This doesn't mean my dreams aren't challenged or I'm not constantly doubting my dreams, but I'm a singer-songwriter, and people that sing and songwrite, they're dreamers, I guess. I'm going to check to see if I'm almost at this church and try to film some more. But I definitely don't think this is the end for you, Marla. No. You're an angel. You're a sweet, precious angel. And I would know. I tested you constantly, Marla. I had trust issues, abandonment issues. Going into the relationship, everything was sketchy. So naturally, I would want to know the truth. I would want to know where's your. I was afraid you didn't have a soul, or that you could flip a switch. That's what it was. I would break down every time you would, Marla. That's all. When you would get depressed, or when you would feel sad, or when you would be struggling, that's what it was. You used to have this tone in your voice that seemed like it was quivering, like you were barely holding on. And I feel so guilty. So enormously guilty for not taking the time to relate, to ask you, to check on you. I thought you were completely perfect. I didn't know you had I didn't really know you struggled with mental health. I just thought everybody had accused you of that. I thought everyone was abusing you, and that's why you lost your kids, or that's why everyone abandoned you. I still don't know anything about anything when it comes to your personal feelings and thoughts, Marla, but I'm here. I'm available. You could call me right now, 858-848-0964, and I will meet you. Maybe we should wait till after court on Monday. But this isn't my first rodeo. My whole life has been one tragedy after another. I specialize in tragedies, even though that definitely doesn't sound right. But trust me. The benefits outweigh the risk. At this point, we have nothing to lose but Archer. The actual reason I stayed, I gave you space and time like you asked, is because I didn't want to ruin the rest of our lives. I didn't want to ruin the next 20, 30 years. You told me I had the rest of my life to be a father. And even though that's very difficult to hear the day after your son disappears, I interpreted it as me and you were going to be in heaven, babe. we're going to make it to heaven. We have forever. Because I love you. Not based on emotions or feelings, concepts or thoughts. I love you like hard work. I love you like hard work. The hard work it takes to deserve love. I want to love like there is no guarantee. I am loving like there is no guarantee. I never gave up. I worked on myself. I promised Marla. I got the parenting certificate, 1,000 hours, 200 days in therapy. I stopped going to psych hospitals. I got off every medication. No Ativan, no gabapentin, no mental meds. It's just me. And I got a nice blue shirt. I get it. I could be a weirdo. I could say stupid stuff. But at least I'm a good man. And I got an eyebrow. I need plucked. I'm going to find this church and work on my character.